Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and I want to discuss a comment that I received on my last video. An in-depth interview, it was a Bloomberg interview, took place in Japan with Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse while he was in Tokyo for the XRPL community event, which, yes, that event was a huge success. The comment was, and what's the point of this video other than just trying to get views? Wow. Wow. We're going to touch on that. But first, let me just tell you a little bit about the event that was super fun. I was very happy to get this photo with the president of Ripple, Monica Long, and I was taken aback by how tall she is. I'm 5'7". Great to see all three of these executives giving their insights, which had simultaneous live translation for everyone. I saw everybody, yes, everybody playing in the photo booth. The all-woman panel I moderated was, of course, fantastic with my fellow friends in the community. David, on point as usual, speaking to the exploration of smart contracts on the mainnet, and hooks is not being ruled out. The casual meetups continued on to the next day. Here is last night. I was so pleased to hang out with TakeU. He's a phenomenal XRP Ledger developer on the left. There's Madfly in the center with Gen 3 Games. He's on Futureverse with the Root Network. And then Ali G came all the way from Australia. She's a director for the Wave of Innovation. So let's get back to that question. I often don't go too heavy into giving my own opinion because I think your critical thinking is what you should be doing. I'm going to give you the facts, and then you take those facts, form your opinion by layering your own research. It explains to the XRP holders that stablecoins and other currencies, not just the real USD, will be in their payment flows. And secondly, for the Ripple shareholders, waiting for an exit on their IPO is not going to happen anytime soon. And number three, the video really talked to the importance of the standard custody acquisition, that they have this license in New York, and this is really important for that stablecoin rollout. And number four, the timeline on the actual launch, well, he gives some insight to that. And five, the partnership with SBI, it's going to be helpful for entering the Japan market for a, inevitable yen stablecoin. And if you need more points, I guess I maybe will give them to you in a form of a mashup video that I've done. And so I hope you understand that yes, often I don't go heavy on my opinion because I want to give you all the information for you to form your own opinion. And so, no, your comment was ridiculous. It was not just for views. These are all very important things to know if you are an XRP holder. And before I play this short clip, which is a mashup that I prepared, just remember, ETH is used for gas, and XRP is also used for gas, among, yes, some other things. Since the SEC docs have explained that on-demand liquidity, or sometimes called ODL, is price neutral, I want to say bring on as many of those stablecoins as possible so we can have a lot of gas transaction activity on the XRPL mainnet. Trillions, please.
We already have used stablecoins in our payment flows for certain corridors, depending upon whether you're going to the Australian dollar or the Philippine peso. Certain corridors, it's more efficient to use a stablecoin at times. So we always use what's best for the customer, and we decided to go live and build our own stablecoin, and excited to get live with that this year.
So if you're imagining a stablecoin in Japan, what's the time frame?
Well, I think right now, Ripple in particular is focused on let's get live with the US dollar stablecoin. Okay. But I think there will be, people will want to hold yen stablecoins, and I think that's only a matter of time. And I think the regulators here in Japan, again, about a year ago, passed some legislation around that. And there's some companies going through the licensing process right now to get live.
A lot of the companies that are involved in this space in Japan are larger corporations. Is that sort of a concern, not having the smaller, innovative guys take the lead?
Well, I think what you're seeing is some of the bigger guys partnering with the smaller innovative companies. Ripple, way back in 2016, partnered with SBI, one of the largest and most successful banking conglomerates here and really across a lot of financial services here in Japan. And that's been a really successful partnership for us and for them. So we feel like it makes sense when you enter some of these markets to partner with some of the bigger guys. And that's true in Korea, that's true in Japan. Depending on what market you go into, we try to figure out what's the best way to enter.
We're partnering with lawmakers, regulators, central banks to construct the framework that makes these fungible digital currency units work. The same thing is coming in Japan, where they actually have like a foreign currency stablecoin framework and a whole reserve model. So USDC can be reserved for Japanese holders. So basically, you're seeing all these governments stand up these frameworks, and it's a really exciting thing because we're building the internet financial system.
As for the partnership with Circle, a U.S. company, for stablecoins, we also reached a basic agreement on November 21st of last year. Our group also has a bank, which is the SBI Bank. In addition, electronic payment methods, trading operations, assets under application, high-price traders, and all of these things must be in place to do this business. We will be the only company with a significant license to handle stablecoins.
If you're ever trying to figure out if the stablecoin in another currency is about to launch, well, keep checking the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Yes, you can find all of the trademarks, including that RLUSD there, which is what someone did find before it was officially let out of the bag. And you can find all of their trademarks from 2016 when they first registered Ripple. John Deaton was in an interview, and the host really thought she was throwing him some tough questions. Well, he has gotten to the point where he can handle anything. And I clipped up one that is absolutely a mic drop. Yes, go ahead and fact check him because the interviewer looked pretty silly. Have a listen, and until next time, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
What I'm all about is not about the regulation overall of crypto. It's about the money laundering aspect. It's the law enforcement part of this. Crypto billionaires evidently don't want that, so they went out and recruited a candidate to run against me because they bought the Republican nomination for him by putting millions of dollars in so he could run these ads. And now they think they're going to buy the seat for him.
Respond. First of all, the only time I've ever been recruited in Massachusetts by the United States Marine Corps to serve my country, Senator Warren. Number one. Number two, I got in this race, okay? The Republicans didn't want me to run in this race. I wasn't the first choice. You talked about politics in Massachusetts. Previous Massachusetts GOP chairmen are out there saying, don't vote for Deaton.
You're talking about like Jim Lyons?
Second of all, I have actually upset the billionaire class in crypto. I have hedge fund crypto billionaires who have blocked me on social media because I've exposed the conflicts of interest and the regulatory capture that went on at the SEC and other agencies.
But you do have a super PAC backing you with $2 million plus of crypto money.
Listen, I have nothing to do with super PAC, but I would tell you this. When Senator Warren, she's earned that. She's focused on crypto. Let me ask the viewers, the listeners out there, why did the senior senator from Massachusetts, when she announced her reelection, focus on crypto and say she was building an anti-crypto army? Here's something else that your producer can fact check. Less than 1% of Bitcoin and crypto is used for illicit purposes. You want to know the number one illicit enterprise? The banks.